Hello everybody, today I am going to make a guide on how to beat Night 6 in Five Nights at Yoshi's. Now, I'm only making this for like a friend. The advanced dude asked me to make a guide, so I said why not? I'll just make it tonight. Literally, he just asked if I would do it and I said sure. Honestly, I might be able to get it out tonight because the guides are pretty easy to make. So I'm going to try my best to get it out in one night. See if it's possible. So, there's no script to this guide. I am just going to, kind of react to my video on mute of my winning run, and I'm just going to commentate what I'm doing, tips, and how you can do it. So I'm just going to press play. So, the first thing you want to do is you want to open the cams, if I go back a little bit, go to this bottom left cam right outside your door, just switch that, and then you just want to just check it not frequently, just check it every once in a while. Like, you'll see that I only check it every once in a while. And then check, like, after every cam flip, just flip like every 5 seconds, and then turn the light on and off, checking for Onion, the blue Yoshi. Okay, now since pink Yoshi is already there, Daniel, you don't want to check the cameras. Just keep the cameras down. You want to reserve as much power as possible because power is very limited on this mode. So now that Daniel is gone, you can check the camera and just repeat the cycle, flip like every 5 seconds, shine the light in between. It's pretty simple. And there, you see Daniel, if I go back just a little bit. Daniel is at the door. So then what you do is you shut the door, and then just what I did is, if you look, I'll shut the door, and then I'll shine the light after shutting the door. Because if you just shut the door, she will stay there forever. You have to shut the door and then flash the light real quick. And there, you don't want to check the cameras like, well, you do. You want to check them less frequently than if she wasn't at the door. So like, you'll see if I press play now, I'll barely check the cameras. And then since Onion's at the door, well, not at the door, but in the hallway, I'll just check like, okay, hold on. Yeah, I'll just check Onion more frequently now that Onion is at the door, like in the hallway. And then you'll see I flipped the monitor. Onion is still there because Daniel's still there. That flip right there, if I rewind, she's not there. So then I can just go ahead and open that door. Oh, yeah, Onion was at the door, so I just shut that. And then you repeat the cycle. First, there are already audio cues. You don't want to you don't want to look on the cameras to find Onion. You'll just hear like shuffling sounds of footsteps. And then if you hear that, you'll check the camera first for Daniel. And then if nothing's happening, then you'll open the door, shine the light, and then if he's there, or if she's there, shut the door. If she's not, then you're good. I know it's a little bit to get used to. Also, Scrappy, you can pretty much just ignore him, because he doesn't really do much. You just press control when he enters your office, like always. So, the hardest part is managing power, and since Onion is at your door, you can just forget using the light. Just check for Onion. And shut the door for Chili. Okay, now since both of them are right there, you can just chill. You can literally just chill there for as long as they're both there, you can just sit in the office. Okay, now that they're both gone, I'll just continue the same cycle. It's a pretty simple cycle. Okay, Daniel's at the door, so shut it and then shine the light after. And the fake Yoshi was at the door, so that should be just fine. Okay, now Yoshi's in front. If both characters are at your door, open both of them. If Yoshi appears, Yoshi will take care of both of those guys for you. So honestly, it seems like a bad thing for Yoshi to appear, but if they're both at your door, you want him to appear. So now that he's there, you can open that door. You just shut the door that he goes to. This is actually a really frequent time for Chili to attack, it seems like. So if Chili attacks, just shut the door. Just what you normally do. So yeah, Yoshi's attack is actually sometimes useful. And okay, real quick. Right after Yoshi disappears, that's where everything breaks loose. You're gonna get attacked like mad. Okay. So what you want to do, as soon as that ends, I didn't do this, but I would honestly just recommend shutting the right door, checking the cameras for Daniel, then opening the door and checking the light. That's honestly what I would recommend. I didn't do that, but I did get screwed up a couple, well, I think, um, sometimes, not specifically on night 6, but earlier, I got screwed to, Yoshi, because when he disappeared, Onion went to the door, but I didn't think that he would be there, because he wasn't there previously, but, hold on, let me just rewind just a minute. So yeah, now, Onion's at the door. Daniel's at the door. Shut the door and then shine the light. And then right now you can just chill in the office. You barely have to check the cameras. If they're both at the door, you don't check the cameras. Just do not do anything if they're both at the door. So what you do is you listen for that audio cue of shuffling sounds. And if you hear that shuffling sound, check the left hall with just the cameras. And if Daniel is still there, then you can open the right door and shine the light. That's what you do. That's what I would recommend anyway. So now Daniel's not there, obviously. I just checked for Onion, but Onion is not there. The cardboard cutout version is. So yeah, it's actually it's not that bad when you get used to it. To be honest, when I was actually playing this and beating this, it was honestly just free for all. Okay, now that Yoshi's there, you just open both doors no matter what, and then just take care of Yoshi like you always would. Spider Yoshi's honestly just not really. He doesn't really add much. It's a really cool feature, but it doesn't really add much to the gameplay. But Yoshi's attack scene is pretty simple, so I've explained everything I can explain with him. Then again, when he disappears, that's where everything breaks loose. Like, that was actually really bad of me. I wasn't even thinking about it at this time of playing it. But that was really bad of me not to check the light as soon as his attack scene is over. Yeah, literally the instant his attack scene is over, anything can happen. That's like the most, you just gotta like check everything instantly. I guess the reason I wasn't, hold on, let me actually just go back. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so the reason I wasn't actually checking it, it's not bad of me. It's because I heard the pots and pans. If you hear the pots and pans, do not check the right hall. I mean, don't check the right light. I forgot about the pots and pans. That's exactly what I was doing there. Is that I heard the pots and pans, and that literally just means that you don't check the right hall ever. So if you hear the pots and pans, no matter what, do not check the right hall. It's a completely waste of time. And a waste of power. So I've pretty much said everything there needs to be said. I think, but I'm just going to keep on watching in case there's something I forgot to mention. Again, with Scrappy, it says he'll drain your power if he's like waiting at your door, but you're not letting him in. But honestly, just don't worry about Scrappy, because if somebody's at your door, that your priority is to shut the door if it's not Scrappy. So just don't worry about Scrappy. He doesn't do anything really. That's what I've just caught on to anyway. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm getting to when I was playing this. And never use the jammer if you don't need to. Only use the jammer if Scrappy is in the office because it'll drain power. It just uses up 1% power, but that 1% could cost you the game. So now it's reaching 5 a.m. here. So yeah, the ending is the most important. You want to reserve your power the most at the last hour. Because, like, you want to check even less than you normally would. Depending on where you are at with power. On this run, I was doing phenomenal on power, so I just kept on going the normal way. But if you're, like, running out of power, I would, like, totally just calm down with how much you're checking it. Just check it a lot less frequently. I know that seems really like a bad thing to do, but it's what I would recommend doing, because if you don't, then you're going to run out of power, and when I've heard, it's not possible to run out of power and then win the night. So yeah, I think I said everything. I think I said everything that needs to be said anyway. But if you have any more questions, put it in the comments below, and I will answer them. There you go. You're at 6 a.m. You won. Okay, so yeah. Like I said, I was only creating this because somebody asked me to. It's like a bonus video. So yeah. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment if you want to see more guides like this. And if you want to see more guides, just ask me what you want me to do a guide on, and I'll do it as long as I've beaten it myself. So subscribe if you have not. I suck at outros. Goodbye.